it teases a wonderful and fantastical journey into a world that is really nostalgic for mid 90s early 2000s children, especially because this kind of animation really resonates with us and brings back such wonderful memories. I think the evolution that animation has made into the more realistic realms is wonderful, but it's also great to see these more older traditional styles utilized. And a piece like this shows is proof of how effective this kind of hand-drawn material still is.
This was a really cute animation short, um, really cute animation style. I loved the cat sound effects from the baby dragon. My actual real life cat was very interested in this film as well, so it got his seal of approval. Um, I so far I really like the three main characters that we set up. I love that there are three different species, I guess you could say. We have the dragon, the little dragonfly, and the person. There's no dialogue in this film, but they all seem to communicate well with each other regardless, and they all sort of have this little connection, which I thought was cool. I loved how our girl tried to relate to the little baby dragon with her painting or her drawing. That was really cute.
I just loved the art and the animation style on this. I thought that that was so beautifully well done. Creatively, I think the filmmakers just nailed it, creating a story that was easy to understand without any kind of dialogue. That was fantastic. It was joyful. It had suspense to it. I think that the music that they chose for the score, absolutely perfect.
Firstly, I enjoyed the animation style. The way the animation moves throughout the short piece was really captivating and actually quite unique. I love how the story provides a quick detail about the premise and how the story is going to be played out and how the story is going to be played out in front of our eyes by showing the sort of evolution of life in a sense and how one creature or animal or insect is another source of food for another. I then also love the inclusion of the human character and her side to the story by helping out one of the creatures in the jungle. It's pretty reminiscent to like the older Disney animation films, which was actually a joy to watch.
I loved the animation. I loved the kind of interaction. I loved that this baby dragon really was giving me house cat feels. I have two cats, and this is some of those things. I'm like, that is exactly what my cat would have done. Um, so I really liked that it had this kind of youthful energy and innocence to it. And then you really were able to understand exactly what's happening along with the emotions that were going on with no dialogue whatsoever, which I loved. I thought it was really great because it shows that those things kind of transcend not just words but also species, because the baby dragon was clearly feeling threatened and was able to communicate that perfectly fine. And she was able to kind of earn the trust and things like that. So I really liked that it didn't have any words whatsoever. She wasn't even saying anything. Um, and then of course obviously throughout this, like, you're really kind of bonding to this little dragon, and then he gets stolen. So I was really intrigued. I was definitely hooked, which I think in this kind of film where it is like a teaser, it is kind of just like the first taste. I think that's exactly what you want. You want the audience to be intrigued and to be hooked and to be wanting to know more and wanting to know what happened and what happens next.
I thought it was adorable and cute. Um, and I really was invested in the little dragonfly and the little dragon and the girl. And I want to see them go on adventures. 6 seasons in a movie. I could see this on like Discovery Channel, but for kids, the Saturday morning cartoon or something like that or whatever. But I rock with it. I thought it was adorable and heartfelt.